live. Hola, mi gente. The first official live of mine for 2025. Joe Barretto live from the Credit Card Connection Studios in Brick Cold, Hackensack, New Jersey. Mi gente, it is nippy. Not even nippy, bro. It is just straight up cold. So I want to thank all of you for being here. We have a show today that's going to be fire. And God knows we could use the fire because I could use whatever heat I'm going to get at this point. But I want to thank all of the members in the chat. We're going to go through this. We're also going to go over a lot of newer things that we haven't done in a minute. A lot of hotel stuff, a lot of credit card roadmaps for the beginning of the year. And you know my guest, he'll be coming on in 1 second. But I want to say hola to my son, John. How you doing, Papi? Still first. Sean B, congrats on the Aspire, bro. They still got me locked up in that jail, Papi. Congratulations. So happy for you, Papa. Matt's en la casa. Matt, your wallet is on the way, Matt. Thank you so much for reaching out to me. Emmanuel, as you saw earlier from Ekster, sending you the new one. So that's going to be cool. Mr. MIA, Juan Garcia. Juan, how you doing? Wepa! 54 degrees. What a show off, bro. And I can imagine it's chilly. So I'm going to give you that one. Fair enough. All right. I'm going to give you that one. And we've got, Sean is saying it's 35 in South Carolina. John is 12 in KC. Here we go. Yo, Joshua N. How you doing, Papi? Thank you for being here. Brandon Hirsch. Brandon, thank you for coming through. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. 13 in Minneapolis. Wepa. And then you have here the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Xavier ID, Xavier Papi, Mr. 1099 himself. How you doing, Papa? Thank you for being here. Devo, how you doing? Pero se bebe, pero con mucho frío. That's right, Papa. Luis, hola, Luis. How you doing, Papi? I love you. Thank you for being here. Look who's here. Wait. I got my Euro man in the house. It's Lazy. Wepa. How you doing? It's Lazy. Ian, you fell asleep before Sledge got to your super chat. You're not kidding. He's still reading them. As you can see, I already caught up. I gotta give Sledge some lessons on this. How you doing, Ian? Thank you for being here. Juan Meow Mix, what's going on, Papi? Thank you for being here. John, thank you for the super chat. Wepa. Thank you. Chris V in la casa. Wepa. Thank you for being here. Chris, Karen Klein, thank you so much for being here. All right. Hello from the gym. You're doing something I never do. So thank you for working out for me, Karen. Jordan, my man, let's do this. Jordan rules for credit. I love you, Jordan. Thank you so much for that. Vincent Pasquale, how you doing? How you doing, Papi? Thank you for the super chat. You guys are like on a roll here. Thank you so much, mi gente. Tariq Gaines, Mr. Flex himself. Hola, Papi. How you doing? Thank you for being. Brother Black, all right, hola, that's right. The Bronx is in la casa, Papa. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Matt's going to get his new wallet. You're welcome, Matt. You saw how quickly they took care of me. Frugal Dad just got his wallet. I'm going to put that up in a minute. But before I go on into the chat, I want to say hello and bring him up to the stage. The one, the only. The man that I swear to God I thought was at least 30-something until he told me today. How you doing? I'm Matt Welter, Wepa.
Wepa, how you doing, Joe? Good to see you. Thanks so much for having me on.
Matt, thank you for being here. Matt, guys, Matt is in Seattle. Look at this. So we got people from all over the country today. Thank you so much for being here, Matt. Talk to me, gente. Tell them what's up, what you're doing, what's going on.
Yeah, how's it going, everybody? Super excited to be here with Joe and all of you today. It's going to be an awesome live stream. I'm out here in Seattle. It's going to pretty rainy and gloomy today, but sounds like a lot of you are kind of in similar boats. So excited to get after it, talk everything credit cards, talk everything hotel cards, the Alaska card, roadmaps, anything you guys want to talk about. So super excited to be here, and hello, everybody.
Well, they're going to ask you a lot of stuff. And as you can see, these chats, they just blow right by. And Ian was making fun of Sledge because Sledge was like 20 minutes behind at some point yesterday. We were just ragging on him for a minute. But Frugal Dad Finance, while I have you up, Frugal Dad Peter was the one that won the Christmas wallet giveaway. And I'm going to bring this up. There he is with his wallet. There goes Peter, Frugal Dad Finance from South Jersey. Look at how proud he looks with his wallet and flexing the cards outside of it. I'm so glad you won, Papi. You've been here from the beginning, and I'm so happy you won. He said, Joe, you could share this. And believe it or not, Peter, I sent this to Emmanuel from Ekster Wallets, and he said, yo, that's a cool pick, and he's going to use it. So just wanted to thank you for that, Papi. Thank you so much for coming in that day. This is how we do it, Matt. This is like fuego here all the time. Brother Black is saying, enjoy your information. Thank you so much for being here, Pa. That's what it's all about. I appreciate you here. I got Tech Yoda Ernest is in La Casa as well. Let me bring this up. And we got M2K. Wait, he's showing off 64 in California. Really?
Oh, wow.
Well, that's just not even fair. That's not a fair fight. What do you think?
I was just in LA this past weekend, actually, visiting a friend and going to the Gonzaga basketball game, which is where I went to college. And it was.
You went to Gonzaga?
I did, yeah.
Gonzaga.
They hoop. That's part of the reason I went there, honestly. But yeah, no, it was super nice. It was the first time in like months I felt like my skin has actually touched the sun. So it was great. But
yo, Gonzaga, I went to St. John's. So finally, my St. John's team is doing great this year. But I went when they were in the Final Four with Chris Mullin, Mark Jackson played, all those NBA Hall of Famers now. So
yeah,
nothing like going to a school that plays good hoops and
I know.
bring home championships.
We don't even have a football team, so everything's all in on basketball. So, we're tenting out in the freezing cold before the game, like overnight and all that stuff, and everyone gets after it for the game. So
that is so cool. Oh my God, I'm so glad you're here, Papi. I really am grateful to you. Look at this. We're gonna have somebody here. Look, this is Tristan. Tristan's another. I think Tristan is your age. I swear to God. He goes, hola, Joe. Today got the pre-approval for the City Simplicity. That's a great card. Look, and he got the Discover card, and he used a referral from me a couple of months ago already now. But that's what you're going to start to get, Tristan. Matt, what do you think? What was your first card, Matt, that you got as a pre-approval or that you applied for ever?
The first card I ever got, which is actually kind of different from a lot of people, but essentially what I did is the Alaska is really popular in Seattle as an airline and stuff like that. So the first card I ever got was the Alaska Airlines like Bank of America credit card. I wouldn't have been able to get it just straight from myself applying for it, but I actually had my basically had one of my parents co-sign on it and was able to get it through that way. But I wouldn't necessarily always recommend that just because it's, I typically am a huge proponent of starting with $0 annual fee credit cards when you're first like building the foundation of your credit card setup. But I'm pretty lucky because I was grandfathered into getting the companion pass before they added a spend requirement on top of that when I got the Alaska card. So yeah, that was my first card. It was pretty lucky, the timing, I guess, on when I got it.
Wow. So what's funny? I forget if it's Sledge, one of the guys, the older guys like me say, we get the 0 annual fee cards for new and stuff like that. But he goes, if you're gonna get a card, shoot your shot and get what you can get, even if it's a $95 card, So I feel you with that one,
I'm definitely at that point by now. Yeah.
How many cards do you have?
I want to say it's either 16 or 17. I can't remember which one. It's a big number by now. And if you count like player 2 setup with my wife as well, I've helped her, kind of build out her strategy too. We're definitely in the probably, inching up on like the low 20s, like for our combined setup. But for me personally, I think I have like 16 at this point.
How long have you been married?
I've been married for a year and a half.
Okay. So you do realize, unless she's watching now, that she is player 1, right? You realize she's
true.
Okay. I don't want to mess this up for you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not going to kill you on this show.
No, I need to check myself. Got to make sure it's right.
I got my wife a shirt that says not player 2. I swear to God. And she wears it proudly. It reminds me all the time. So just tell your wife I said she's player 1, just so that she knows Joe at least is looking out. Right? Dímelo, DC Gemini, how you doing? Thank you so much for being here. New Eurekan 71. Hello, Vegas 55. Damn, even in Vegas. That's kind of chilly for Vegas, right? I mean, it's dry heat, as they say. YouTube experiment. Jesse's in the house. Wepa, upstate New York, 21 degrees. Yo, I feel like the weatherman here today. All right, Sky Joe, how you doing? Yo, what's going on? Yo, everything is good, Poppy. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Chris V, we need a loud wepa from Matt. You're gonna get it. He's been working, right, Matt?
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready to go whenever.
Yo, and not for nothing, Matt speaks, understands the language well. All right. So, guys, I'm expecting a strong wepa today. All right. No more disappointments here. All right. See, look, it's Lazy saying the chat shows no mercy.
Yeah.
I warned him. I swear to God, guys, right before we came on, I warned him. Oh my God. Yo, see, even Frugal said the wallet is fire. It is. I'm so glad you guys got what that you wanted, Peter. Seriously. Thank you so much for being on that night. I really do appreciate that. Not gonna lie, I'm the AU on the Platy too. Oh my God. So yo, as you're an AU on a plat is fine by me. That works. That works, kid. Forget it. If you don't use the credits and just want to use lounge access, it makes sense. Are you an authorized user for your wife's on any which of her cards are you an authorized user?
I don't think I am an authorized user on any of her cards. I'm trying to think. I have her set up to be an authorized user on my Venture Rex, but I don't think I'm an authorized user on any of her cards. I think we've kind of just done the, each of us have built out our different setups and stuff like that. But yeah,
So
I
she
probably
has
need
her
to
own
get
set
on
of
there.
cards. Like she has different cards from
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, she has like 8 or 9 cards herself. Just been able to double dip on a lot of the welcome bonuses and stuff like that. But yeah, she has all of her separate cards. So we probably should do more of the authorized user stuff. But to be honest, whenever we want a card, we'll just have one of us apply for it and get it brand new.
And you don't. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm be honest with you. I'm not an authorized user on any of my wife's cards, and I think she's only in on 2 of them. And I got them more than anything else because it was like the Amex Green, and because of clear credit and crap like that. She's on it no matter because I have so many cards with clear with Amex.
Yeah.
But we really keep it separate also as well. So that's not crazy. So you're good there.
There you go.
You're good there. I'm gonna give you that one. So I'm just gonna go through a few, and then I want you to talk to the people about your roadmap for 2025, what cards you're gonna keep, what you're gonna cancel, and then we're gonna get into the hotel cards because there's a lot of talk, especially now with Hilton, that they shut down for 8 weeks because they're behind on their gift cards. They ran out of gift cards. So everybody who was trying to double dip from the platinum and or a surpass card, they're asked out. So we'll see how that Tristan pre-approved Sapphire preferred. Yeah, you know what? If you don't travel, what's the point? Don't spend the money, right?
Agreed. Yeah. You got to do whatever's in your best interest. So if you're all about the multipliers, if you're all about the travel, then whatever cards fit your lifestyle.
I agree with you 1,000% here. Dallas is 29. Oh my God, and I'm a Cowboys fan. That's brick down there, Davo. Yo, aloha Danica. Garrett, how you doing, Papi? Thank you for being here. He always ninja watches, Matt. He does while he's at work, So
there you go.
Oh, look at this. Raise the roof for wives. All points and mods belong to us. Karen, I am no fool, my love. Absolutely. Are there any cards you regret gutting? We're going to answer that question, Josh.
Okay.
And Bobby Yakuzo, Bobby in La Casa, I still think he has the flyest pick there. You must be in the southern tier where Filmo and I says it's 21 degrees here as well. Yeah, Filmo I know has been on has been on your channel before, and seen your videos. I met up with Filmo this past Saturday, and he's in upstate New York, and he just beat the snow by like a little bit to get here. So,
nice.
Look at this. Everybody's in the 20s. So talk to me.
Yeah.
What is your roadmap? What is your plan, let's say, for travel? And then we'll get into the hotel stuff.
Yeah, for sure. So for roadmap, we'll start with that one. It's interesting because I'm a little bit more reactionary when it comes to my roadmap versus like I just talked to Spencer Johnson and he is a lot more very, very structured, has an Excel for everything, like everything's set up. He has all the little pieces together. To be honest, I am not that organized at all. I'm more of like I see this great welcome bonus and all of a sudden, I wasn't even thinking about this card, but now I got to hop on it. So I'm definitely more reactionary when it comes to my roadmap. I have a general idea of cards that I would be interested in potentially adding. And then it's all honestly dependent in some ways based off of, when I see an elevated offer that's going on, or some sort of travel plan that I have coming up and I need a specific point for that, a specific point ecosystem to actually make that booking. But to give you a couple that are on my roadmap for this year, I would say probably the Bonvoy Brilliant, but I'm not going to apply right now. I'm going to wait until hopefully the elevated offer gets back to, I know at one point, I think it was like 175,000 Marriott points. Right now it's only like 95. So definitely not going to apply until I see that offer up a little bit. But the
Do you
reason
have a
for that,
Marriott card now? Do you have a Marriott card?
I have the Bonvoy Business,
That's what
which
I
I
have.
got a while ago. But essentially, the reason for that is because, and Lucia, my wife, actually got the Bonvoy Bevy this year as well. She got 155,000 Marriott points on. They had an elevated offer going on. The reason for that is in 2026, we're planning a pretty major redemption to stay at the Masai Mara in Kenya, which is one of the nicest Marriotts I've seen probably in the world. But it's basically this super nice, all-inclusive Marriott out on the Masai Mara Reserve in Kenya. And you need like 110,000 Marriott points per night. So we're just building up as many Marriott points as we can. We can always transfer them from like Amex, for instance, if we need to. But our goal first is to see how many Marriott points we can build out without transferring. And then whatever is left over, we'll transfer those out. So there's a focus on Marriott to start with. And then from there, I think honestly, some of it might depend on like my own work travel and how much I travel, and if there's certain cards that I think make sense for that. So we have a Centurion Lounge in Seattle. So the Platinum has always been on my list as a card that I would probably add at some point. And I'm kind of just waiting for.
I'm shocked you don't have it.
I probably should.
Shocked.
Yeah, I've just taken my time with it. I don't want to like rush into it, especially with the, Amex continuing to increase the annual fee and all that. So my plan is to probably add it later in 2025 so I can double dip on some of the credits where I, have the credits at the very end of the year, use them, and then a new year starts and I get them again. So that's what I'm thinking as of now. Those are the two cards that I really could anticipate getting. As I said, like I'm very reactionary based off of different offers I see, or if there's different travel I end up booking and I need more points for that. So there's probably more that will come along. Maybe I'll add another IHG card. I just have the IHG Premier Business right now, and Lucia doesn't have any. And I think the IHG Premier cards are kind of a sweet spot in the hotel credit card game. I think they're really valuable for the price point. So I could see myself either adding the personal card or maybe having Lucia add it. But that's kind of like the core general ideas. And I definitely could see myself potentially adding more, but we'll see.
Now, you said you had Marriott cards, none from Chase? Your wife either?
No, just the Bonvoy Business.
Because as you're telling me about the Brilliant, I think yesterday we were with Sledge and some people were talking about, I think it was Chad that said that he thought the most overrated card was the Ritz-Carlton. So I was just thinking if you had one through Chase and then you could upgrade it to the Ritz-Carlton and save yourself $200 from the Brilliant. That's just, as you're saying that, I'm like, wait a minute. But okay. So and so Marriott is your hotel choice.
I would say so. It's hard to say for sure. I would just say Marriott has been the most convenient for me. I haven't necessarily like loved them the most, but in the places that I typically like to travel to, Marriott's have seemed to be the most accessible, just in terms of like when we were in Medellin in Colombia, the only like good option for using like credit card points was with Marriott. There was no Hiltons in Medellin and no Hyatts or anything like that. And then in Panama, similar story in terms of the different options that we had. So especially in Latin America and some of the places that we like to travel to, which are typically sometimes a little bit more under the radar, Marriott team seems to have the best footprint. So it just makes sense based on our travel preferences to prioritize them. But at the same time, I mean, I like going to other hotels and using Hyatt points or Hilton points or whatever as well. I would say that I'm in general a hotel card free agent with a little bit of a priority towards Marriott. So, I'm all in on hotel cards overall, but if I had to pick, I would say Marriott.
Now, how much do you spend in annual fees on your current cards? Do you know?
Yeah, I made a recent video where I was kind of going through like if my credit card strategy is getting out of control and the number of annual fees I had. I want to say that it's creeping up at like 2,300 or something like that. So it's definitely getting up there, and that's without adding, the platinum or the Bonvoy Brilliant, which are two cards I'm going to add eventually. So that'll definitely get into the threes at some
Wow.
point, within the next year or two, probably.
Jesus. No,
Yeah.
and there's some people here that like Kiki has 70, 80 cards. Some people
Yeah.
have 50 cards, whatever. I'm
Mhm.
at 27. And
Mhm.
I think I owe about 2,500 now, but I'm downgrading the platinum card next week to a green and see if they give me an offer to go back up at some point because I have the business platinum as well. Those
Okay.
two cards is almost $1,400.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. I
You
know
know,
that.
I don't see the point. Like, I'm just like, why
Yeah.
two? I don't, it's just me and my wife. That's it. It's not like this. I have a bunch of kids and whatever else at home running around. No, it's not there.
Yeah.
So, but so we're gonna go into. I want to just show you guys to see. And so Angel Torres is in Puerto Rico. He's one of my
Oh,
Boricua
cool.
brothers. He's
Yeah.
out there. Wepa, how you doing, Angel? Thank you for being here. Lani, call me Lani. Wepa, papi, how you doing? So, hey, the Ritz is very overrated. Too much hype about it. Thank you for being here, Sope. Mira, look at Caesar Joel, Cesar Papi, Wepa. How you doing, Papa? I appreciate you. Don't let Key hear you disrespect the Ritz. I'm not, Papa. I didn't say it. That was Chad. I'm blaming Chad all day long for that. I'm not taking any punishment for this. The Ritz and Amazon card setup and cheaper than the CSR. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't know what I think about that. I think I need to digest it a little bit more, but um yeah, I mean, I think it depends. I mean, if you travel a lot domestically, there's always going to be the use case for the Sapphire Reserve. I know when I was talking to Spencer, kind of back to the previous point I made, he travels domestically extremely frequently. So the 50% redemption value, I think in that case, is probably going to make the CSR more valuable than the Ritz and Amazon card setup. I mean, if you're after like priority pass and a little bit, you don't care as much about the domestic travel or the higher redemption value through the portal. Obviously, if you shop at Amazon a lot, I could see why that setup would work well as well. I'm a big proponent of, hey, whatever works for you. So if your lifestyle fits that better, that makes sense. I think there's probably other people where the CSR is just going to be a better feasible choice.
And you made a good point. The CSR seems to be great for those people that travel domestically, that
Yeah.
use the portal.
Mhm.
I've never booked through Chase's portal. Have you?
I have. It,
What was your like thought
yeah,
about it? Was it worth it? Was it good value?
I wouldn't say necessarily like worth it, but it was easy is like the best way to describe it in terms
Okay.
of like, hey, if you've exhausted all your options and you've looked at different travel partners and nothing seems like you're getting too great a value, the portal is obviously easy. You're guaranteed to get 1.25 or 1.5 cents per point in value. It's simple, easy. You don't have to. I know some people say like, oh yeah, the third party portal, and then like having to deal with like a flight getting canceled or something. Like, how are you going to deal with that when you don't have the direct contact with the airline? I can't speak on that as much because when I've used the portal, my travel itineraries have been intact and there hasn't been something crazy that's happened. But yeah, I think too, just with the CSR, like it's not my situation. Like I don't have the Sapphire Reserve, and I don't think I will ever get it, just because Spencer, he travels a lot. Maybe like every month, and he travels domestically on shorter trips. For me, just based off PTO I get from work, I typically like to travel like 1 to 2 times internationally on like bigger trips. So if I'm doing that, I'm going more so for the redemptions in terms of using travel partners instead of the portal anyways. So that's why I just don't think the CSR makes sense. But I think it's
Yeah.
just a dependent on each person's situation for sure.
No, and that makes sense. Mi gente, right now we have 81 people.
Oh
This
wow.
this was dumb fast to get to 81. Hit that like button because, like I always say, we can have 100 and then I got 5 likes. So hit that like button, mi gente.
Hit that like button.
Hit that like button. Dale duro. Rodrigo wants to know: is Matt Colombiano?
I am not. I love Colombia and I love going there, but I am part Peruvian. I'm mainly white, but I'm a small part Peruvian. And then my wife is Mexican, which is how I'm learning my Spanish these days. So,
But you got that look. You know what it is? You have a look that's not. So
even people usually say I can usually like kind of pass. Like if I'm traveling in some of those countries, I can usually not stand out as much and stuff. So,
which might be the good thing, right? You want to fit in just right, you know. Those Soap A says UR points greater than Marriott points. The Ritz is fine. It's just gold versus platinum status is all. Jordan says Brilliant has served me well. I want that card. It's just that price, man. $695 or whatever, $650.
Yeah.
And then, oh, look, what do you do for work, Matt?
Mm-hmm.
If you want to answer that, you can. If not, we could keep it moving.
Yeah, no, I don't mind. I'm in sales at Amazon. So I am a salesperson for my day job and then YouTube on the side.
So watching Matt's videos actually convinced me to go with Hilton, especially the free night certificate. Look at that. All right. Now, so here I have the Surpass. Which version of the Hilton card do you have?
I've had every version except for the Aspire. So basically how my journey went is I got the Hilton Honors card. I've gotten the Surpass. I've gotten Hilton Business. At this point, basically what I did is I've canceled the Hilton Business. I got it mainly for the welcome offer. Then just comparing the Surpass and the Hilton Business, I got the Business before some of the changes were made as well. But it's basically the same card, just the business version in some ways. So I didn't feel like paying 2 annual fees. So I canceled the Hilton Business. Since then, I've downgraded the Hilton Honors and then I upgraded my other Hilton Honors to the Surpass, if that makes sense. So took an upgrade offer and then again, I downgraded them all back to the Honors. So I'm paying $0 in annual fees as of like a month or two ago on any Hilton card, but I'm planning to hopefully get the Aspire at some point in the next year or two. I'm probably not going to have the Aspire and Bonvoy Brilliant both running long-term forever. But I mean, I'm always going to try to get every welcome offer I can. So at some point I'm going to end up getting both and I'll try both out and then I'll see which one I want to go with as my long-term solution. So
see, and that's a good point though, because, you talk about the upgrade, downgrade, right? And that's what I'm planning on doing with the Platinum. That's what other people like, Caesar does it, Sledge, Chad, Anthony, we've all, and I'm learning from them. So this is my first dive into that. But I'm eventually planning on doing the same with Hilton because I want the Aspire, but it's that $550. But I'm planning on doing it. I was talking to Sledge this morning. We're going to Puerto Rico and we're staying at the Caribe Hilton. And I want to have diamond status for that trip. So we have nice rooms already, but it would be nicer to see if I get that upgrade because of the card, right?
For sure. Yeah.
And I guess it's the same with Marriott. Gold status is nice, but as you know, gold status everywhere you go is not the same. Like some people are just like, whatever. Like if you go to the Marriott Marquis Hotel in Times Square, the gold status, they let me check out at 2:00. That was it, right? I was nice to the person up front. She gave me a day pass for the lounge, which I was grateful. But if you get the Brilliant, you're automatically at their platinum. What is it? Platinum Elite? Platinum status?
Yeah.
Right. So I think that's great. And now you mentioned IHG. Why do you like IHG so much? I can't hear you. You popped. We have technical difficulties, mi gente. So let me know, guys, if you hear anything here. Let's see, guys, if you can let me know because we're having a little bit of a. Let me see if he comes on. I can't hear you. You can hear me. Okay, so he logged off. Okay, he's coming in now. He's coming back. Mike Lulin, what's going on? So I'm going to go through the chat real quick while he logs back in. I want to say hi to Filmo, Ian. Filmo, how you doing? Filmo, Wepa, hola. I see Frugal Dad says that the CSR on the radar once the Sapphire Lounge opens in Philly. Absolutely. I hear you, Frugal Dad. You okay, Matt?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now, Papi.
Okay, there we go. Sweet.
So I have Karen says, how do you make sure you get the elite benefits at the hotels? Sweet talk or your good looks? Talk to Karen. Go ahead, Matt, because you like the hotels. How do you get those elite benefits?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it depends on where you're staying because, like, one thing with Hilton, especially, Hilton Gold status isn't going to get you that far in the US domestically. But if you're staying in places, it's all about supply and demand. If there's a ton of people who have Hilton Gold status or higher, you're gonna be less likely to get a room upgrade. You're gonna be less likely to be able to get the best possible benefits. But if there's less people who have those statuses, and maybe you're traveling internationally, for instance, you're more likely to get some of those room upgrades. So I think one, it just depends on supply and demand in terms of, where you're staying and the value that you can get from your status. But in terms of getting the elite status at hotels, if you have the Surpass card, for instance, and you're getting automatic gold status, or if you have the Aspire and you're getting automatic diamond status, that should automatically populate when it's assigned to your Hilton Honors member number. And then from there, some of those benefits even happen before you even get to the hotel. So like you're going to get either the credit or the food and beverage credit or free breakfast, depending on where you're staying. And in general, I think sometimes it can be about like, hey, you saw in the app when you checked in that you didn't get any sort of room upgrade, even though you have status. You can literally tell the front desk person, hey, like, I'm a Hilton Gold member. Like, is there any possibility of getting a room upgrade? And sometimes it's as simple as that, and they'll do everything they can to get you an upgrade. I think it's Sledge who does the whole it's my anniversary every time he goes to the hotel. So you can always pull that
been married
card.
150 years already.
Yeah. So you can pull that card if you want to try to, if as like you didn't get upgraded anywhere else, then maybe it all of a sudden becomes your birthday or your anniversary or something to make sure that you get that room upgrade. But yeah, in terms of getting elite status at hotels, I think having a credit card that gives you that, and then knowing where you're staying and what the supply and demand looks like. When I travel to Panama, there's a lot less people who have elevated Hilton status than if I was traveling to New York. So in Panama, I got a great room upgrade and all these benefits that are attached to it. Whereas I'm sure that probably wouldn't happen with just gold status in New York. So,
but what about the last point of her question? Your good looks. How do you make that work for you?
I mean, maybe it does work. I mean, when I talk to the front desk agent, I don't know, but yeah, no,
See,
I think sometimes
as you get further into your marriage, by year 3, then you make this plan like my wife and I do. If there's a woman in the front that gives me like a wink, I'll go and talk. And if it's a dude that's like, brolic and good looking, she goes. So we do those kind of attacks to see who can get what. Sometimes
you're in it together. You got to do.
You shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Oh man. So you got Jordan says 85K FNA makes up for it on its own if you can max that out.
And that's part of the quick note too on that. That's part of the reason I want to get the Bonvoy Brilliant before my trip to the Masai Mara in Kenya in 2026, because you can use a top-off feature with Marriott as well, where you can add 15K points to the 85K free night award. So if I can get one night at the Masai Mara for 100,000 Marriott points, I can use the free night award from the Brilliant towards one of the nights there too. So I do agree. There's a lot of value potentially found in that too.
And now I like the way you said, because not everybody admits it. I am that way in applying. I'm reactionary. I've been known to apply for cards and then regret it because, either I was hanging out at the bar too long, I did too much, but I swear to God, Anthony, I've called him at midnight and said, what did I just do? But it's hard. It's like, somebody said it the other day, was it Sledge again, that said it's like he's addicted. Like, there's something out there. It looks cool. I'm going to take a shot and just apply. But you feel restraint because you don't have, what's your most valuable card? Like, what's your most expensive card then?
Maybe the Amex Gold. I'm trying to think if I have something more expensive than that.
Well, the Venture X, though, you said too, right?
Yes, Venture X, I guess, would be it. Yeah.
So that's the card you use for your priority pass, your lounges, things like that.
Yeah, pretty easy. I mean, I travel enough to where it's usually within the first couple months of the year, I use the $300 travel credit, and then I'm already almost the annual fee, get the bonus miles, and I'm basically breaking even. But then obviously add in potentially added value. So last year I was in DC for a weekend, went to the Capital One Lounge in DC on the way back, So you can probably count that as some value with both
Okay.
myself and my wife going there, and then like priority pass and all that stuff too. But
And what's your wife's most expensive card or premier card?
yeah, she had the MX Gold, but canceled it this past year. Otherwise, it probably would have been that. Now, honestly, she's gotten a lot of our no annual fee credit cards in our setup. So she's the one who has the built card that we use for rent. She has this, Capital One Saver. She has City Custom Cash. I think maybe the Sapphire Preferred, honestly, is her most expensive card. I'm trying to think of,
Wow.
she's gotten the Surpass card, for instance, but downgraded that to the Honors. And I think, yeah, I guess the Amex Green, I think it would be her most
Okay.
expensive. Yeah, I think that would be her most expensive.
You know what I find impressive is that you're one of the few people I've had on that has traveled as much and has done so many different things, and you don't have the high end cards all across the
Uh-huh.
board. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like it's just
yeah.
shocking to me. Like
Mhm.
because normally everybody that does what you're doing has a
Right.
CSR, a platinum, a this or that,
Mhm.
and you've been able to do all this stuff without it.
Mhm.
So do you use lower cards in those ecosystems to get the points and then ratchet
Yeah.
them up because you have that one card at the top, or how do you manage that?
Yeah. I mean, for me, like all I need is a couple good travel partners that work well based on where I want to travel, which is what I have in my setup. In terms of earning points, we utilize different ecosystems. So like the City Custom Cash is our dedicated gas station card. We use those city thank you points. And then the goal is at some point to add the City Strata Premier so that you can actually utilize those city points for higher value. Chase is typically where a lot of the value goes in terms of transferring those points out to certain airlines, out to certain hotels. Like I said, I'm a little bit reactionary with how I apply for cards in terms of getting cards when I know that I have a travel redemption coming up in the next couple of years and I need more of a certain point ecosystem. So, as an example, I'm going to Taiwan um, later this month, and for that flight, we use Delta Sky Miles. So I got the Delta Business Gold, and she got the Delta Gold, and we used all those Delta Sky Miles from those welcome offers to book Delta One suites over to Taiwan. So sometimes it's a matter of like, hey, there's a trip coming up. I'm going to get credit cards that are going to be able to give me those points that I need towards that redemption. Um, but yeah, I mean, in terms of the platinum, I'm not like a super, even though I do love to travel, I'm not like a super, like, I need the most luxurious thing in every situation. Like, I'm fine to like go travel to South America and stay at an Airbnb if I need to. So I think that's a little bit of the decision when it came into the fact that I haven't gotten like the Hilton Aspire or something like that yet. Because I know like the
Okay.
Hilton Aspire, some of the value that you get from it is by staying at resorts, using the resort credit. To be honest, I don't really stay at resorts that much just because I'm usually like the type of traveler who like I'll go somewhere and I'll just be out traveling all day anyways. So I think that's at least a little bit of a factor with why I haven't added some of those luxury cards yet. But yeah.
So I'm gonna ask you because they're gonna ask me in the chat in a minute. Where do
Yeah.
you keep all your credit cards?
Where do I keep them?
Yes, where do you keep them?
I have a binder. I think a lot of them are in just like my old wallet right now, just in one of my drawers in my room. But
So
um
you don't have an extra wallet?
I do have an extra
You
wallet.
do. Let's see what you have. Let's bring up the extra. Nah. You're
Um
flexing now. You got the one with the Apple.
the AirTag, yeah. So
Damn.
got the this is got a couple cards in the back. I'll try to hide the numbers, but let's see what all I got on here. Capital One Saver we got going on in the wallet right
Nice.
now. Let's see. I keep the MX Gold in the wallet as well. For business purchases, got the Business Unlimited.
Nice.
Um, Venture X as well. And then I think those are the main cards that are in here. But yeah.
Yeah, because Ekster
Uh-huh.
has just been amazing.
Yeah.
So Matt Clausen reached out to me the other day because
Uh-huh.
the trigger broke. I
Okay.
literally sent Emmanuel what Matt sent me and a little
Yeah.
description and the picture. And Emmanuel wrote me right back and said it's on its way. their customer service is really good when it comes to the
nice.
wallet.
Yeah.
If it breaks, you don't have to send, like, they're that good. So this is my weekly check-in with my Ekster, and this is what they call Wepa Red, because I had the Barretto Brown wallet, the old Parliament one. I had that one as well.
Nice.
But Ekster is where it's at for me. And in here, since you showed me yours, I'm gonna show you mine for now. I have the business platinum,
Yep.
which I'm keeping, Wells Fargo autograph,
Okay.
which is a solid card for no fee.
Yeah, definitely.
The Sapphire Preferred, which will probably become a CSR at some point in its lifetime. This is the card that I use a lot, the City Strata Premier.
Okay.
More for groceries, because I can't get Capital One to give me anything, so I can't even get a saver.
It's a really well-rounded card overall.
Yeah. And then because I have it now in my wallet, but I'm staying at the Chatwell Hotel in New York next week, I always make sure I take the card. So this is the Hyatt card for that, so that I can make sure I keep my points. And then my platinum. Now, what year were you born, Matt?
1999.
99.
Yeah.
So this was 10 years before you were born.
Oh, wow.
I was an Amex member. So
nice.
Your parents didn't even date, probably.
Yeah. That's funny.
Oh my God.
I'm curious, with the business platinum, what sort of value, like which credits are you using? Like, what justifies the annual fee for you?
I killed it. So I got this card end of August, and immediately I ordered, I used the Dell credit, the $200 every 6 months, $200 because I fly United all the time out of Newark.
Yeah.
So the United Travel Bank gets the $200 automatically. Still gives me the same status at Marriott Gold and Hilton Gold, and then the 35% bonus back rebates on the flights is huge.
That's like amazing. That's like probably maybe the best benefit on any credit card out there, in my opinion. If you use it.
To be honest with you, I got the card for the 250,000 sign up bonus, which was huge. And I only needed to spend 15 on it. That was the offer I got on my app. So, the clear credit, which I always use, things like that. So I find more value in it than the personal. In addition, and I learned this from, I believe it was, again, the guys, he was Anthony, Sledge, Caesar, one of them, or Dad, that I get 1 cent per point because I have a business checking account with them, and the business platinum, I can cash out at 1 cent per point.
Yeah.
As opposed to 0.6. I'm getting 40% more just by having the card, which is amazing. So on Amex so far, and I've cashed out points this year, but I was at like 1.3 million. I had
wow.
I had 2.6 million overall in all my cards. But Amex is the one that I use the most. I use the green probably the most of any card, and I use the green because of the restaurants more than anything else, and travel. So like my tolls. So this is my green card. So
nice.
So it's the, they put it on the Lion card, but this for tolls, for ferries, for gas, for parking, whatever, this takes.
Right. So I feel like if you live near a city, especially, that's where the green card.
That's where I win. Exactly. Because right now when I go to the city next week, so when I went to see Filmo, there was no congestion pricing yet. It started Sunday. And now when I go next week, I have to pay not only 2 bridges to get the bridge to get into Manhattan. So I have to cross George Washington. Then it's $9 just to get into Manhattan because of congestion pricing. They check out they scan your plates, So, but I want to say thank you to Polygraph Zone here. Thank you so much. Cashback only. I asked nicely for a late checkout. that's a good one. Thank you for the super chat, Polygraph. I appreciate that. I'm sorry. I'm pulling a sledge here and I'm falling behind, my people. I'm sorry. Wifey calls. Frugal Dad, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the pick. I appreciate it. Wait, Jordan has something here. My fiance does that too every time. Yo, that works. That works. Platinum and fake honeymoon should get us presidential suites in 2025. It's true. It's true. Kevin is here. Kevin is 18 years old in LA. Sometimes getting status for hotel and airlines is a pain in the butt. Getting status credit card is easier, but annual fees can be annoying. You're right, Kevin, but you're still young, Kevin. You still got all your time. You know that. Celebrating your YouTube anniversary is also a great occasion to share with the hotel.
I just had that, so maybe I got to do that.
You got to do that too. See, Phil says he just tells him it's his birth anniversary and that he's a doctor. Manuel, how you doing? See, Manuel travels a lot. And actually, Manuel is going to be with me next week live. And Dalton is going to be as well. He says to get the Ritz card. Manuel travels all over. So nice. Manuel, he knows his stuff. And next week, we're going to talk about it. Karen says, when the new Alaska cards come out, is it a no-brainer application? That's a good question for you because that was your first card.
Yes. So it depends. I hate to give that answer, but one of the biggest things with the new Alaska card is the companion pass, because right now there's some restrictions with the regular Alaska credit card and how the companion pass is structured. To my knowledge, and it hasn't been like officially confirmed, I don't think, but the new Alaska Premium Card is supposed to have a companion pass that can be used internationally and can be used with Alaska's airline alliances. So theoretically, you could use your Alaska Companion Pass to fly on Japan Airlines to Japan, which is kind of like a hidden, maybe not hidden, but like a lot of value can be found in that based off the annual fee that you're paying. Versus right now, I believe you can only use that domestically. So yeah, I could fly to the East Coast or something, but the amount of value I'm getting for that companion pass is going to be a little bit capped versus being able to use some of Alaska's partners to then book some of those international flights using the companion pass. So I think that's a huge part of it, is being able to see how much value you'd get from it. If you actually do travel internationally a lot, then I think that companion pass can be really valuable. Also, another part of it is if you travel a lot for work and you're always traveling on Alaska, I believe you get lounge passes, or maybe it's like a discounted lounge membership or something like that. So that's a factor too. So I wouldn't say it's a no-brainer application. It is in the sense of, hey, if it's an elevated offer, you might as well get it. But in terms of keeping it long-term, I think it's dependent on how much value you get from the companion pass.
That's awesome. Now, because they're more West Coast, right?
Yep. Seattle, they're huge in Seattle. So
that's what I figured. Okay. So let's say me here in the Northeast, Newark, JFK, LaGuardia. Yeah. Worth getting a card like that if you're in the Northeast?
I don't know. It's tough. I would say, I mean, it can be if you, again, the companion pass is the X factor, because if there's flights on, for me, Alaska makes a lot of sense in general, just because I fly Alaska so much for every domestic trip I have. Like if I'm going to go to LA, if I'm going to go to San Francisco for the weekend or whatever, then it makes sense. I have a good amount of friends who kind of are scattered across the West Coast. So visiting them, I'm always going to fly Alaska. I've flied them enough to where I have status with them now, so I get upgraded pretty much every time. But if you're flying on the East Coast and you just don't use Alaska very often, then it could be tough. I mean, it depends on the companion pass. So if you're gonna use some of those international partners with Alaska for the companion pass and you feel like you can use it every year, then it could still be worth it.
True. Okay.
But it's less of a no-brainer, I guess.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I want to thank Sean for being a member. Thank you so much for being a member to the channel, Sean. You are the best. I appreciate you, Sean. Kevin, no changes yet on Wells Fargo Citibank's premium cards. I checked, Poppy, nothing. Crickets, bro. Nothing whatsoever yet. So when I find out, I promise you I will do it. DJ October, it's been a minute, Poppy. Thank you for being here at work, but glad I was able to catch a bit of the stream. Thank you for being here. And yes, I am Ekster Barreto. Texas Dog, thank you so much for the super chat, Poppy. Thank you for being a member of the channel. Free Night Award, Stellaris for 814 brilliant till 2026. Nice. Damn. And that's so when you get that status, then it's a year and a half, or is it just a year? I always forget.
I don't know. It's the status for.
Is it a calendar year, or is it like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's calendar year. I think if you get the status at a certain point, I think it goes into the next calendar year, to my understanding. But yeah.
Okay. Karen says, I dare you to carry all your cards at once for 24 hours. I have a folder. I have like a binder,
I have a binder too. Yeah.
but Karen, I'll make you laugh with this, Karen. I've shown this before, but it's pretty funny. I used this one time. This is my Apple Wallet, and I can't fit the number of cards. I have to stop because there's just too many. There's a certain limit to them, but I
Yeah.
keep most of them here. The ones that I know I'm kind of going to use, or if I'm on a trip and I want to make sure I still have it, like the hotel cards are there as well. But Chad's Money Minute, 1999. I was busy graduating high school. Matt is younger than you. Look at that, Tristan. You're right. You're right. Member since 1985. Texas Dog, you beat me by 4. Oh, snap. A fellow 99 baby. Flex Games. How you doing, Tariq? All right, Papi. Wait, Caesar just turned 35 yesterday, though. Happy birthday, Caesar. So, are you going to Puerto Rico, Matt?
Yes, I'm planning. I have not booked anything yet, just because it's, with it being in November, I probably will. It's just a little bit too far for me to make the commitment yet, but I plan to be there, as I would love to be there and I want to be there. So I just
The
need
Caribe
to.
Hilton opened up their rooms already for November. So that's how
Okay.
a number of us booked them there.
Yeah.
And they were so you know how it is with Hilton, better than anybody else.
Mhm.
4 nights I took, they gave me the 5th night free.
Yep.
So, and by
That's
that
probably
time,
what I'll do as well if I'm able to make it. So
they're gonna get slammed with Hilton gift cards because
yeah.
everybody and their mother's getting them. Davis was in the 2000s. Wait, Kevin graduated from see, he graduated high school last year. So, Dr. Vinny Boombots, how you doing? Better late than never. You're never late, Papi. Thank you so much for being here, Dr. Vinny. I appreciate you for being here always, Papa. So John's plan is to find his player 2 in the Puerto Rican meetup. You know what? Let me ask you this. I'm not going to put John on the spot or you on the spot, Matt. But
Yeah.
do you have an older cousin or an aunt that is into guys that live in Kansas City and have YouTube channels and are into cybersecurity? We got a guy.
Okay.
All right.
I will keep
Put
that
the
in mind.
feelers out there.
Yeah.
All right. In Peru and Mexico, just put the
Yeah.
feelers out there for my boy John. All right.
All right.
John,
Hey,
John
Puerto
is
Rico's
ready.
a great place to be looking, I'm sure. So
That's it. John is ready. All right. See, he would recommend. Just Caesar even knows recommends Honduras or the Dominican Republic. Oh my God, I can't.
Or Colombia.
He has Chad has a question for you. It's been a while since Vegas. When are we gonna grab another beer?
We need to. Hopefully in Puerto Rico. That will be the next time we grab another beer. Hey, if any of you guys are ever in Seattle, always feel free to hit me up and we can go grab one then too.
Oh, look who's in the house. What's up, Spencer Johnson? What's up,
Spencer.
puppy? Thank you for being here, Spencer. Spencer, you need to come back, Spencer. We should do a collab here, the 3 of us on one thing, so I can have the 2 young guys that I'm still older than when you guys combine your ages. So thank you, Spencer, for being here, puppy. Happy New Year, Spencer. God bless you, puppy. We're going to do a virtual happy hour. It's true. So let me see who else we have here. If you have any questions to you, Spencer saying, Chad, he's all good, Chad. So let me ask you, Matt,
Yep.
now that you have your kind of roadmap for the year, and you said you're not the guy that plans it out like Spencer on a spreadsheet. I'm with you. Now you said you like Marriott because of where you've stayed.
Mm-hmm.
Out of the 3 programs,
mm-hmm.
or the 4, if you include IHG, which one do you think is the strongest? Or which one should someone aspire to get into if they don't want to spend too much money? Let me also throw it that way.
Yeah, maybe Hilton. I would say Hilton just because they've probably treated me the best in terms of, the upgrades that I've gotten. There's a lot of flexibility as well, just in terms of not spending as much, because you could theoretically get every single Hilton credit card and then downgrade everything down to having a $0 annual fee after getting all of the welcome bonuses and getting all of the benefits. Because with the upgrade downgrade pass with Hilton, there's always an opportunity to play the Hilton credit card wheel where, hey, you get the welcome bonus on the Honors, the Surpass, the Business, the Aspire. Then you do the upgrade downgrade where you upgrade cards, you downgrade them if you want to. I think there's the greatest flexibility there in terms of the options that you have. And they're pretty structured too, in having a low tier, a mid tier, and a high tier. But I think Hilton would probably be the way that I would go for me, just in the areas that I travel to. That's why I'm starting to shift a little bit more Marriott, but Hilton's a great option, I would say, for most people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, IHG is the one I want, and I'm kind of stuck because I'm way over 524. Now, I wanted to ask your opinion on this as a strategy.
Yeah.
I want to get, and I'm able to get upgraded from the United Mileage Plus to the United Club Card, right?
Okay.
The Club Infinite or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
That comes with IHG status of Platinum. Is that worth it?
Yeah, I haven't had a ton of experience with this. I think Stan would especially have a great response, because I know he recently traveled and stayed at some IHG properties and had some of the experience there. Since I got IHG Platinum status, I've had one stay, and I was upgraded, and I got like my, like drink and snack or whatever it was for like the $50 benefit or whatever to being Platinum status. But so I've only had one experience, and it was in Chicago, and I got upgraded. It wasn't like a crazy upgrade, but it was a little bit bigger of a room. I think had a better view, whatever. The reason I love the IHG credit card so much is because of the value, based on the amount of value that you get based on the price point. You're only paying $99 for both the Premier Personal and the Premier Business, and then you're getting Platinum status, a free night award, and multiple other benefits on top of that as well. I think like global entry or TSA PreCheck or something as well. But the free night award by itself, I think it's up to 40,000 IHG points. Maybe it's 50. Should be able to get you, maybe $200 in value. And then right there, you're getting double the annual fee plus the Platinum status that could potentially get you more. So I've only had the experience once with when I've had Platinum status and I've stayed at an IHG property, but I did get upgraded for what that's worth. So I think it's worth it. Yeah.
Okay. No, I appreciate that. Right now, we are at 92 people, mi gente.
Wow.
This is crazy. I can't thank you guys enough. And Matt, I can't thank you enough for coming on today.
Oh, thank you for having me. Yeah, it's
that.
fun.
So mi gente, hit that like button, because this is, I told you I was going to bring you something different today, and this is definitely different. This is now, Carlos Velez is my favorite brother-in-law and my only brother-in-law, and he is literally in Puerto Rico today. Papi, wow. I love you. Thank you for being here, Papa. Enjoy the warm weather, because when you come home on Friday, prepárate. It's going to be super cold. Get the long johns ready, So, yes, DJ October, there's a PR meetup. Look in the Discord. It's there. We're going to be at the Caribe Hilton, most of us, and we're going to meet at the T-Mobile Arena, the Square in Puerto Rico. That's what we're going to try to. And also, I think Caesar and I talked about this before as well. We're going to try to see if we can get like a room, so that like one of those conference rooms or whatever, so that we could just be there all at once, instead of like out on a plaza somewhere or whatever, and talk shop for a little bit or whatever, and maybe get some drinks and things like that. So I think, like he said, most are staying at the Caribe. So Texas Dog, you hit us up, or Caesar, Texas Dog, you can hit me up and I can help you with that. I'm giving you some recommendations for your weekend. Puerto Rico in la casa, absolutely. Look at this. Operation Boricua for John. Right now, John will take Operation any Latin American country, right, John? As long as it's pretty. John is down for whatever. All right, John, I'm not putting your business on blast, but that's what we're doing. All right. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to give love here. So Matt says, if I go to PR and if I book the Caribe, I will not use a gift card. I have 7 $50 gift cards. Like, I'm just going to be every day, $50, get a few drinks and keep it moving. How many gift cards? Do you have gift cards like that, Matt, as well?
Yeah, I think two, when I had the Surpass over the year, I think I have 2 gift cards. And then 2 of the other times I was already at a Hilton property. So I just went to the restaurant, went to the bar, whatever, and got the credit that way. But yes, I believe I have 2 $50 gift cards.
I literally have 7, and I'm waiting on the 8th one to be mailed. It's ridiculous, but they're running out of cards according to them. So Spencer's flexing right now, training for another Spartan race. God bless you, puppy. Are you into fitness like that, Matt?
A little bit recently. There's a Spartan race. Did he say Spartan? I just can't
Yeah,
remember.
Spartan.
I ran in a Spartan race actually in September, in Snohomish, which is kind of near where I live, but it was pretty fun. It was just like a 10K. I think there was like 30 obstacles. I'm not sure if you're familiar, but basically, it's a run, but then they have like different stuff that you have to like climb up a wall or like swim underneath like this mud pool or whatever. So it's kind of a fun. I did it with a couple of my wife's brothers actually, which was fun. But
Remember one thing, you're
yeah,
25. Just remember that, okay?
yeah,
I am 33 years older than you.
yeah,
So
yeah.
the Spartan is going to be me getting pinned and breaking something else as I'm trying to go through mud or whatever the hell. Now
Yeah,
I'm good, puppy. I'm good on solid ground.
fair.
So John is saying only 43 likes. Come on, guys. Come on. We could do this. We're better than that. Let's show them. Let's show them. Look what we got here. John McKinstry, how you doing? John, good evening. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Oh, look at this. Stan, we were just talking about you, Stan. Wanted to stop by to support my boy, Matt Welter. Stan, thank you so much for being here. Stan, we had a question about IHG, right? Was it IHG?
Yep, Stan's the man. And I'm pretty sure that he, during his like honeymoon and all of his stays in Asia, he was able to stay at some IHG properties. So he would probably be a good person to ask about, the value and what's there. So
Stan, can you let us know your thoughts on the IHG, Stan? I appreciate that. Look at all these great dudes in here. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Stan the Credit Frog. Absolutely. Thank you, Spencer. Yep, Spencer Johnson's a runner, and also now it looks like a Spartan race guy here. Hola, mi hermanos. Stan is not the Credit Frog here. You know that, right? He's the Credit Coqui. He is the Credit Coqui.
Okay.
Yeah, he became the Credit Coqui because Stan did a pretty flawless Wepa when it came time for him to do it.
Okay.
So, he was impressive.
What would you rank like the top 3, top 5 Wepas so far?
Ooh. Chad, Caesar is a no-brainer. So I can't even include Caesar. It's not a fair fight because he's Puerto Rican. Sledge did a damn good one. I got to give Stan a nod on that one. And actually, Spencer did well. Anthony has really stepped up his Wepa game because he must have done the most because he's been here the most. But top 5 of those guys, sadly, we had CJ who did like more of a, how can I put it? Just using, hand gestures for his Wepa because we really couldn't hear it. Calvin from 850 Club got a 0.65, which was pretty sad. He did a good one too. I'm waiting for Luke to come on to see how strong that Wepa is supposed to come out. But we still got you. I'm gonna wait. I have my, you know what? My money's gonna be on you today. I really do believe that. So
try not to let you down.
No, you're not. You're not. Kevin wants to know what's your highest credit card limit?
Maybe 35K. I'm trying to think.
Damn. Okay.
Maybe it's 25 or 30. It's in that ballpark. I'm pretty sure it's on the Venture X.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that one of the first cards you applied to that was one of your bigger cards?
Yeah, one of the first bigger cards.
Okay.
Yeah. Outside of that, I mean, the MX Gold is probably the other comparable annual fee. But I don't have any of like the crazy high annual fee cards yet, like we talked about. So, yeah, I guess that was probably my first like bigger annual fee type card for sure.
Yeah, because they don't even offer me their saver for credit. Like nothing. It's a big 0 right there.
Capital One is weird with that stuff sometimes.
Yep. Vinny caught me. Vinny, you caught me when I said I aspired to get into. You see, that's right. That's it. Stan, what's up? What's up? Anthony's Mr. Cowboy Venture, Staten Island Oprah Winfrey. Anthony's Mr. Ink Train Venture. Anthony's got a lot of nicknames for us here. See, so now they're talking. See, they're talking a lot of like physical stuff here. Come on, guys. Jordan, you can't have a beer gut. You're like 25 or 26, for the love of God. Come on. All right. Let me see if I can get okay. Fun fact: Matt Welter subscribed when I had less than 10 subscribers. No way.
Yeah, we go way back.
How long have you been doing this, Matt?
Well, so it's interesting. So I started my first YouTube channel actually in COVID during 2020, and it was centered around like investing, stocks, like personal finance, all that type of stuff. And then like 2 years later, in 2022, I believe, I decided to shift and I got rid of that previous channel and I started this one focused on credit cards because I figured that that's what I wanted to do. And just from like, a YouTube algorithm perspective, like I really needed to just have a dedicated channel to it. So for this channel on credit cards, I believe it was early 2022, which is around the same time that Stan also started. So,
Damn. Yo, that I thought you guys, I could have sworn Stan has been on forever. And I still can't get over that you're 25. I mean, you've been doing this like it's been a part of you, even if you just look
yeah.
at the finance part of it, 5 years already.
Yeah, since I was 20, I guess. I was in the middle of college when started everything. So that was the hardest part is honestly living in a house with like 5 guys and then expecting that I could have a quiet filming session. Like I would have to time it when people were out. I had the perfect clockwork of like, all right, I have like 45 minutes to bang out this video while everyone else is gone for a little bit. So no, yeah, I was managing it all in college. I think Spencer also like me, was also starting his channel and doing all that stuff while he was finishing college too. So
That's insane. Oh my God, you guys are babies. Texas Dog, thank you again, Texas Dog. Click those thumbs up, mi gente. Check out the referral links below. The Ekster wallet is down there. Card pointers. I have max rewards. You name it, everything, and their mothers down there, guys. So Texas Dog, thank you so much for that, puppy. I appreciate you. I wanted to see. Hold on. Let me see here. Okay. Lonnie says IHG Platinum is great at intercontinentals in Asia.
Mhm.
Have you been to Asia already?
I have not. Taiwan
Okay,
is going to be my first time to Asia, but I've heard that that intercontinentals in Asia are the best, and IHG Platinum size is great.
Yeah, I need to. I haven't been there yet, but I will do that. Let me see here. Fangirling, you're the first one I watched. Look at that. You got fans, Anthony. You got fans. For the fourth night free with IHG, you need an IHG card, no?
Yes, I believe so. That's the other benefit I didn't even mention earlier. That's another thing with IHG is Hilton, Marriott, they have, the fifth night free when you book with points. With IHG, you get one night less. So you get your fourth night free when you book with points. So you're just paying for 3 nights and getting that fourth night free. So it makes it work a little bit easier if you have like a long weekend trip or, at least for me, I'm usually trying to like move around to different locations. So sometimes being stationary for 5 nights is a little bit tough. So that's honestly a really sneaky good benefit to IHG, I would say, is the lower requirement.
Now, Dave's saying here you can purchase Ambassador and get Platinum with it if you don't want the card or in 524.
Oh,
I guess if you
I've
have
not
that,
heard any of that, but
yeah, I heard about getting the Ambassador. I think it's like $200.
okay.
But once you're a member of regular IHG without anything, and then it kind of upgrades you. So I can see where that kind of makes sense, but I don't know if you'd get that 5th night free. I wonder. And I guess they're gonna ask you, Matt, did you purchase Ambassador to get it? Did
I
you
did
purchase it?
not.
No, right?
I just got it through IHG Premier.
Okay. Chad, switch to the Caribe. Absolutely, Chad. 1,000,000%. We are all staying on the beach. I think it's called the beachfront or beach walk side of the hotel. Filmo, Matt, Xavier, myself. Who else? Sledge as well. The Caribe is the place. They make their own beaches there. Literally, they took a beach and made their own beach. So,
Oh wow.
yeah, no, you can't beat it. Spencer saying, Spencer, I got you, puppy. I got you, bro. I'm gonna just, I'm gonna pass them out like we're at a gentleman's bar. I'm just gonna pass them out. That's it. Spencer, I got you, Papa. No problems there. You know that. See, even Stan is saying, yeah, stay at the Caribe. Let's do it. Let's do it, puppy. All right, the Caribe is the spot. So far, I haven't had to buy any Hilton gift cards yet. Had to surpass since July. You should buy it because the surpass gives you one every quarter, right?
Yeah, maybe he's saying that he like goes to the properties and uses like
Okay.
goes to the restaurant or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, no, because I have it. I just collecting them for that reason, you know. Wepa recommended Stellaris. No, Stellaris is good as for a hotel, absolutely. But everybody seems to be saying at the Caribe Hilton, also you don't have to stay at the same property for all the nights. If you've never been to Puerto Rico, do yourself a favor and split it up. You could stay 2 nights somewhere, 3 nights another. It's a long weekend for some people because it's Veterans Weekend. So some people might get time no matter what, but you could split up the time. Puerto Rico is literally only 100 miles long, 35 miles wide. You could circle the island by car in 2 hours. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, not the center. If you're going to the center, it's going to take a minute. But if you're circling it, so yeah. Spencer, again, I got you, Spencer. Don't worry about it. We're going to need a ballroom. That's what we're hoping to get. We're going to try to get a ballroom. Yes, Anthony, we are going to get that ballroom. Absolutely. Filmo, he's going to wear a suit made of gift cards. All right, Filmo, I love it. Wait a minute. On behalf of Anthony Venture, Mike Newland coming in through and hot. Thank you so much, Mike. Thank you. And you're a Bengals fan. I like that, Mike. Thank you so much, Papi. Really do appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. Good looking out. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Barely missed the playoffs, the Bengals.
I know that hurt. And Burrow was not happy. Not a happy camper there. Okay, I forgot. Wait. Your Wepa was solid, Juan. I forgot, Juan. I'm sorry. Lisa's not saying anything because Lisa did not do a Wepa. Lisa did not do one. They're asking how many gift cards. I have 8. We're gonna get cursed for having the gift cards. You're right, in Puerto Rico. So, wow, Lisa, look at this. You don't want to do this. Do not want to do this, Matt? She got a negative because she didn't do one.
Okay, I will do one. So I got to be positive at least.
See, look, and they're saying Calvin redeemed himself when it was my birthday. That's so true. He did one while he was driving. Let me see what's Stan and IHGs are awesome in Asia. Definitely my go-tos from now on, and you get great redemptions. So, Stan, which one do you have, Stan? The personal or the business or both? That's what I want to know. Yes, John is the Prince of Iceland. Tristan got pre-approved for the Saver Rewards with a sub. They won't offer me a sub. And it's a great card. Saver is a good card. So I'm still hoping to get my Venture X, guys. I still am. We need a Wepa card from Banco Popular. Yo, that is when I was a kid, Matt, Banco Popular, it was one of the only banks in East Harlem as well, in New York, that was from Puerto Rico, basically servicing the island. And they would give you this little truck as a piggy bank, a van that I have it somewhere in my attic. But Banco Popular is one of those. I don't know if they even have credit cards, but that would be hot. Oh, wait. Another fun fact. We have to thank him for getting us all together originally. Stan, Spencer, Eric, etc. Look at that.
There we go. Yeah, no, I saw some of the other like niches that I would watch, like some of the collabs and stuff like that. So I think I was originally the first person to not to pat myself on the back, but I think I was the first person to reach out to other creators to try to do something, whether that be like a collab or whatever. But I know you guys have pretty much everyone has kind of really, really launched the community and everything since then. But I remember there just not being a ton of collabs back when I was first starting in 2022 in the credit card space. And so I know Anthony and Stan and Spencer and a bunch of them, and Eric and a bunch of them, all got together and did a collab or two. So that was cool.
Now I have a question for you, and I'm not going to take this personal, but is there an age requirement for that click? Do you have to be under 40? I'm just asking for a friend who's 58.
There's no age requirement. Everyone is welcome.
Okay. I'm totally the first 3 names. I'm still older. All right. No, but that's cool that you did that. And this is what I love about this space, and everybody says it here. The collabs are great. You get different perspectives. You get different points of views. You get different people, just thoughts on stuff. And their experiences is huge because
For sure.
I wish, bro, at 25, I did half the things you've done so far. I honestly, like, I never left the country until I was older.
Yeah.
Uh, so, I give you credit for being adventurous and for being, just wanting to get all those good things while you can. And that's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah. Appreciate it.
Chad says he just tried to switch and it's sold out.
Oh,
So we
wow.
might want to keep checking that. Somebody had okay, Memphis Mike has a question for you. Ask your thoughts about XRP, please. Thank you in advance.
What is XRP?
That's the cryptocurrency. Ripple.
Oh, I don't think I know much about it. That's the first time I'm hearing it.
Okay. I
Yeah.
did XRP about a month ago. I bought like $100 worth of it.
Okay.
But that's like a $2, I think it was like two something a share or a coin or however they consider it.
Yeah.
And I just started doing it because a lot of people in this space are starting to do it and wanting to find out about it. So I want to
Okay.
at least know something and be able to hold my own in the conversation.
Yeah. I
But
guess I can't hold my
XRP
own.
is
I don't know anything.
the guy was on the on 60 Minutes about 3 weeks ago. And the reason that all these things are going up is because Elon Musk being in with Trump is
Mhm.
looking to be, that a lot of those cryptocurrencies are going to go up. So, but Matt, Memphis Mike, you heard it. He's doesn't really not into it yet, but head out now. Spencer, I love you, puppy. God bless you. Thank you so much, Spence. You are the man, Papa. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. QC man 2000. Good to see you doing some unscripted stuff, Matt. You're a good public speaker and you should do it more often. All right.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been trying to venture into that a little bit more, just with having some general ideas of what I want to talk about, but not necessarily like scripting it word for word like I used to. So I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to do more of that and kind of just show my personality more by being off script and kind of just going with the flow. So yeah, more of that to come.
You know what? It's not easy to do. You
Definitely
know,
not. Yeah.
um, it's funny because I'm in the reverse. I guess because I was working with kids my whole life and I've always spoken in public.
Uh-huh.
Something scripted. I when I first started doing this, I bought a teleprompter. Right, I was like, okay, I'm going to use a teleprompter.
Yeah.
Then I found myself just doing like this, and I had no affect whatsoever. And I said,
Uh-huh.
this sucks. I sent it back,
Yeah.
and I do all my videos on one take, no
Uh-huh.
edit,
Oh, wow.
good, bad, or indifferent. I literally will run. I could do it for 25, 30 minutes. And if
Yeah.
I make a mistake, my wife laughs because I'll be here cursing in Spanish and I'll start again. I'll re-record it. And I just keep doing it because
Yeah.
it you know, it's not easy. People think it's not easy at all, Chad, they could be sold out of redemption nights. That's what he's saying. Um, but Anthony's saying he still sees availability 70K. Yeah, that's what I paid, 70,000 points for it. So let me see. I think it went up my 25. I don't know what that means, Manuel. Manuel, hit me up again. QC man, thank you for the super chat, puppy. I appreciate you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. QC man has been here forever. QC man, I appreciate you, puppy. Okay. So you have it. There, Tariq has the ambassador program. Very cool. We're gonna make it rain Hilton gift cards. Yes, we are. You better not miss it, Lonnie, because there's gonna be no getting out of that one. Karen, don't get FOMO. Just come. Just come. You get the cold in advance. That's it. I'm gonna see here. Let me see. I took points off of it because of Joe, because of Lisa's Wepa. Damn, they're going in on her already. Damn. All right. This is Jackie. Jackie, how you doing, my love? Wepa, mama. How you doing, Jackie? Thank you for being here, Jackie, as always. Jackie has an amazing channel as well, guys. Matt, do me a favor. Put your channel on the. Can you put it on the chat? Do you have access to
Yeah.
it?
Let me try and
Please
join.
throw your channel there. Jackie, do me a favor. Throw your channel there, Jackie, please, as well. I really appreciate it. Jordan, do the same. Anybody out there who has a channel, I would love for you to put it up there. I want everybody to just see it and be able to sign up to it. Please, guys. I really do appreciate that. Jackie, te quiero mucho, mama. Thank you. Joe, how you doing, Joe? Thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you very much. Always here. Joe never fails either. And Joe's on the other side of the moon. He's far away from here. So I appreciate you, Joe. Jackie, grateful for this channel. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you and what you do. Jackie does a hard thing like Caesar, English and Spanish videos.
Oh,
and you
nice.
know about algorithms. You mentioned it before.
Mhm.
It's hard to pull off two
Definitely.
and get it. I started it that way, and I had to stop one because,
Mhm.
to be honest, I do speak and read and understand the language, but I'm not as, let's say, how can I put it? I don't want to say active, but like I don't know how to really come off and express things the way I do in English. So
Mhm.
it because I have to think of it first, translate it in my head, and then say it. And by the time I run through all that, I
Yeah.
lose the emotion.
Right.
You know,
That's how
so
I am with Spanish too, is I have to like process before I can respond.
and that's what it and you don't want to be that guy like this trying to think what's the next word coming out because it's not
Yeah.
cool. So
Uh-huh.
I stopped. And so I give
Uh-huh.
you credit, Jackie. Jackie, I appreciate you being here. Jackie, please throw your channel down. Joe, thanks a lot again for the super chat. We're gonna go for a couple of more minutes, and then we're gonna go and have Matt wrap up what he wants to wrap up because we're going on an hour and a half here, and he has to do his Wepa. You are never late, CJ. CJ, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. God bless you, CJ. CJ is a loyalist. God bless you, CJ. Thank you so much. Jackie saying XRP's on fire. Matt, you should check it out. I use
Okay. Yeah.
Robinhood. I had crapped on Robinhood because I didn't know how it worked. And that just
Mhm.
shows you sometimes you really got to do your homework, like Sled says. And when
Yeah.
I did my homework and Chad sat with me, I realized, damn, it's a no-brainer. It's so easy to use and it's
Mhm.
quick.
Yeah.
So that's why I did, and it's been done well. And what I started with, I think I put all in $450 on past $550 in 3 weeks. So making
Mhm.
$100 in 3 weeks on $500 is not bad at all. So,
Yeah.
Royston, how you doing? Yo, we could start the over 50 club, Royston. I appreciate you being here. Yo, I love it, Royston. Thank you, Puppy, for being here. I appreciate you. See, I'm telling you, when we're done with this, Matt, you should look up XRP.
I
It's
should. I have
otherwise known as
Robinhood.
Ripple. You know, um, wait. Joe talks about how long it takes me to get through my. Oh, stamped it's at 8:49. It's 8:54. Wow. All right, all right. John is not a script guy. Just run with it. That's what it is. You know, Sledge is legit. Sled, don't poo-poo me, Anthony. I see what's going on here. All right, because you notice I'm flying through them now. Struggle with memorizing scripts, so it's easier for me to speak unscripted. John, that's
Right.
me, puppy. 100%. So now the ambassador, 225. Okay. Let me see. John, can you put up Jackie's channel, Matt's channel again? I appreciate it. Chad, I thought you had, or even Juan, if you can. All right. Oh, you're able to do it, Matt. You got on. Okay. Okay. Don't laugh at me, QC man. All right. Oh man, Matt will never get a question from Joe. That's Matt's channel. Thank you so much for that, John. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Aloha. Thank you so much for the membership. You are the man, Garrett. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm more Spanglish than Spanish, 100%. Like I told people, my Spanish no very good looking. That's what it is. So, um, so okay, we're gonna do this now, and then we'll wrap up. Matt, are
Yep.
you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, guys, I need you to please stop the chat for a second. I want you all to take this in. Matt, you might want to drink some water because they also time you.
Water. Yep.
All right.
How long
'Cause
is it
look,
supposed to be?
as long as you want to make it, here's the thing. For me, there's different ways to score the Wepa.
Yeah.
It could be a powerful Wepa, short and burstful, and like you enunciate everything. It could be a long, drawn out one. Just don't do CJ, where CJ was like, Wepa. And it was like you needed to like give him the Heimlich so he could spit it out a little bit more. You know, we need more than that. And CJ's gonna kill me. And CJ's brolic. He's gonna kill me. But all right. So this before we do that, Hilton Caribe is sold out Thursday the 11th, 11/6 through Sunday. But if you stay till Monday, there's still availability. Yeah, that's why we booked it all early. But we can all hang out in my room, mi gente. Oh, and then they have here. Wait. Ooh, he took off 0.5 because you needed water.
No more water for me.
Damn. Ready. I'm going to count you in.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Wepa!
Okay. See, that was short. That had power. Now, here's going to come the sad part because I know who's going to come through and going to cook you in about a minute. Go ahead, Sledge. What was that, Sledge? Chad, care to chime in? Anthony's going to be nice. Yo, Jackie just gave you an LOL. I can't wait to have Jackie on here so that Jackie could do. Yo, he gave you a 6.64, 7.03. What the hell? Okay, Matt, would you want to do over and make it a little longer? I think that's what they want. They want length.
Yeah, I can do longer.
Okay. Ooh, Anthony just said, we need. Yo, that's your boy, Anthony.
Gotta add pronunciation.
The Staten Island 0% making a little bit more Spanish. You have to get him back for that, Matt. All right?
He's on the chopping block.
Wait, Chad said you need more chest and less diaphragm. All right, Matt, let's do this again.
All right.
You need water, Matt? You need water?
I'm trying to think of how I wanna do it.
You can stand up. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Okay. I'm ready to go.
1, 2, 3.
Wepa!
Okay. Juan gave you a solid 7 the first time. Oh, damn. Okay, see? Anthony is being mean. Oh. Yo, but look what Chad just gave you.
Okay, first one was better.
Jackie gave you a 9.9. All right, fair enough. All right, this is for you, Matt. Mm-hmm. It's my first Wepa of the new year. We have some water here. The guys already know I have this issue where my vein pops out. If it looks like I'm having a stroke, I probably am. But oh wait, John gave you a 10.
Oh wow. Hey, I will take that.
Yo, oh wait, Texas Dog says mas bolas. The vein of truth. Sled says he had a 15. Matt, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna do mine. And if you want to do one more, Matt, you could for redemption. Okay. All right. This is for all mi gente. All right, guys. A happy new year to you all. I thank you, Matt, for being here. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I see why I scored so low, because that destroyed me.
I have guys that tell me they gotta take their earpods off. So Matt, see, Jackie said, "Oh my god, oh my god." Yo, look what Juan said. That Wepa sounded like you were jumping off a cliff. I told you they're brutal.
I'm getting, yeah.
They're cooking you, bro. Now, Filmo tells me maybe for me a little less Spanish.
I mean, I haven't heard anything as good as yours, so I don't know if anyone else has viewed it.
But to be fair, I do it every week. You know,
True.
it is what it is.
Yeah, I like to practice.
And if you notice here, it says Wepa on my sign. So, I mean, this is what I do. So we're going to give you one. Thank you so much for the scores. Skygel, thank you so much. Tuvi Seuss, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sean, thank you. Matt, so I'm going to give you one last shot of redemption, Matt.
Okay.
Come in hard and just like if you're yelling, Matt, like think about right now, CJ and Stan and Spencer making fun of you and Anthony mocking you. Think of the anger that gives you. Let that work with you. Go ahead.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Wepa!
Yes! Yes!
All right. Thank you.
I like that. I'm gonna give you. See, look, there you go. Look at how high this. Look, wow. You see?
I'll tell you. Hey, third time's a charm.
That's how it is. Redemption accomplished. Look at this. Damn. Yo, the love is real. Look at this. Much better. Thanks for playing. Look at this. 9.5. Well done. Yo.
Yeah, it was your coaching. Like Anthony's comment.
Yo,
Right there. Your coaching.
Joe's Wepa coaching in the gym. Look, and you got the Spanish people saying, I see. Yo, Matt, I want to thank you. You're a great sport. I cannot really look at this. 100% fire. You killing it, kid. You're almost now Boricua. Look at that. You see, I can't believe this is amazing. Look at this. Even Phil says, Matt, with that Wepa, you may now stay at the Caribe Beachway.
Got myself there.
Matt, is there anything you want to tell everybody, Matt? In closing,
I mean,
what to look for, what to do, whatever you're doing, go.
Of course. Yeah, I mean, thank you so much, Joe, for having me on. This is a great time. Thank you, everyone, for popping through and asking questions or just staying to comment and do whatever. But yeah, so thanks so much for having me. And in terms of myself this year, super excited to, like I was talking about a little bit earlier, but be a little bit more unscripted, show a little bit more of my personality for the year. And in general, super excited to work on content for this year and hopefully travel a good amount and see you all in Puerto Rico. And yeah, it was great to be here with all of you and super excited for the year to come and the community that we have on Credit Card YouTube.
Thank you so much. And I want to just honestly, thank you for coming. Thank you for what you do in this space. Thank you for being. Sledge told me, because I told him, I tell everybody here, we haven't spoken until literally we came on before, right?
Yeah.
And they're all like, Matt is just the best. Matt is just the best. And they've been telling me that since you agreed for the last 2 weeks. And I have to tell you, it means a lot to me when I have people like you come on, because I don't take it lightly. It's not easy for everybody to come on. It's, you know, you don't know what to expect. I do things a little bit different and out of pocket. I get that. But I want it to be fun. And I love the fact, like even Texas Dog said, you know, you played along and we have a good time. And that's what it is. You know, I really want people to see that you could be in this space and not be boring like some, you know, it doesn't have to be like a finance channel is going to put you to sleep that you're going to take a test the next day, you know? So sure. I just really do appreciate you for that. They got a question for you. One last question. Your favorite sports team?
Seattle Mariners, hands down.
All right.
I played baseball growing up and I'm from Seattle, so it kind of goes hand in hand. They do not, everyone hates the ownership because they don't spend on any players or anything like that. But no matter what they do, no matter how bad they are, no matter what, I will always be diehard Mariners fan. So definitely the Mariners. No,
I appreciate, and look, yo, they're now saying you're welcome to the Wepa Mafia. And check this out. You just gained a subscriber, Matt. That's Tristan.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Tristan. Appreciate it.
You know, Juan, thank you so much, Papi. I appreciate your words. QC, man, thank you so much. Texas Dog, thank you. Redemption from Royston. Royston is giving you a 10 out of 10. So, Sean, thank you so much. Again, thank you, everybody, for the super chats. I'm going to go over them real quick before we say goodbye. I got John coming in strong. Thank you, John. Thank you, Vincent. Thank you, Polygraph Zone. Sean, thank you for becoming a member. Texas Dog, thank you twice, my friend. Mike Newland, thank you so much. I appreciate you. QC Man, thank you. Joe, like always, thank you, Papi. I appreciate it. Aloha Danica Garrett, thank you so much again. And Texas Dog, once again, I appreciate you guys. You guys are just amazing. I appreciate the love that you guys always show me. Matt, as you could see, Papi, you know, great stream. If you ever need anything, Matt, you got a home here. You never have to ask. I wish you and your wife the most amazing life ahead. You know, that I can't wait to see the trips you're going to take and how you're going to do this. God bless you. Like we always say when we end these nights, they could be anywhere else. We got a lot of, as you see, a lot of chats and a lot of comments. You guys can be anywhere else. You chose to be here. I thank you for that. But more than anything else, on behalf of Matt and myself, I thank you all for giving us the privilege of your time. Until next time, mi gente, I love you. Next week, I'm going to have, it's going to be memberships coming on, members coming on. I'm going to have Dalton, who just won his Ekster wallet, and I'm going to have Manuel Jimenez on, and a few other surprises next week. So make sure you come on through next Tuesday, and we have a lot of other guests coming up for the rest of the month. Thank you so much, guys. I love you, mi gente. Have a good night. Have a good night. Love you guys.